building on the themes of the Congress, building on the papers that have been presented at this Congress, building on your comments on earlier drafts of a proposed Declaration of Amsterdam, our drafting committee is pleased to present this proposed Declaration of Amsterdam, and I've been asked to read through it, so please follow along. Representing families and organizations from over 60 nations, we delegates to the World Congress of Families 5, convening in Amsterdam, the Netherlands, this 10 to 12 August 2009. Affirm Article 16, Paragraph 3 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, agreeing that the family is the natural and fundamental group unit of society and is entitled to protection by society and the state. In solidarity with earlier WCF declarations, we define the natural family to rest on the lifelong marriage of a man to a woman for the purposes of welcoming and nurturing new human life, providing love, companionship, and mutual support, building a home rich in functions, and strengthening the bonds of the generations. We define ourselves as pro-child. We affirm those social, cultural, and legal structures that encourage optimal outcomes for children in terms of health, learning, and later civic engagement. We favor work arrangements that enable parents to spend more time with their children. We understand the biological and social sciences to teach that children predictably do best when raised by their natural parents in a married couple home. We affirm that the future of nations rests on families that are spiritually grounded. Religious organizations should be free to uphold their own moral teachings about marriage and family in the public square. We affirm that the natural family exists prior to the state. Public policies must respect this family autonomy. We call for sound laws and policies that will support the natural institution of marriage, discourage divorce, especially when children would be involved, encourage couples that commit themselves to the rearing of children, protect the primary right of parents to guide their children's moral and practical education, protect the physical, mental, social, and spiritual development of children, and guard vulnerable human life, especially at the beginning and end of the life cycle. This Congress gave special attention to the status of the natural family in developing nations. In this light, we affirm intergenerational solidarity. Beyond the immediate circle of mother, father, and their children lies the rich tapestry of grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins. Urbanization, industrialization, migration, wars, epidemics, and selfish individualism have all weakened extended family bonds. We favor actions that would re-energize this broader family circle as the place where individuals might find help in times of crisis, unemployment, sickness, poverty, old age, and bereavement. We raise up the natural family as our solution to poverty. Support to people living in extreme poverty should be given in a family context whenever possible. We endorse actions that favor family home ownership and micro-enterprises, deliver appropriate vocational training to young men and women, and renew rural economies as rich alternatives to migration to the cities. We view each new child as an asset for the world, a new mind, and a new pair of hands. We identify declining birth rates as the core demographic problem facing the 21st century. We favor responses that discourage abortion, including sex-selective abortion, enable larger and healthier families, and encourage economic growth. We respond to the HIV and AIDS pandemic with a program of abstinence, faithfulness, and character building through life skills education. We believe that this approach will inspire and reinforce family life in societies, break the cycle of infection, and best serve the interests of children. We also urge special initiatives to improve treatment for victims and to assist orphans and elderly caregivers in rebuilding viable homes. And we call for a family-centered approach to good health. Sexual education should be parent-guided and focus on skills such as self-restraint, relational faithfulness, and the making of responsible choices. Access to pre- and postnatal care should be expanded, including counseling on positive alternatives to abortion, including adoption. Breastfeeding should be promoted as a child survival strategy. This document has been proposed by the drafting committee in accord with prior practice at earlier World Congress of Families. It is presented to you now for a voice vote. And we're presenting it without the possibility of amendment. That's just given the limits of time and so on. And so with that in mind, I'm going to propose, again, on behalf of our drafting committee and the Secretariat of the Congress, that this Assembly adopt this as the Amsterdam Declaration of the World Congress of Families 5. With that call, I ask all those in favor of this to respond with an aye. Aye. All those opposed, by no. I declare this document adopted and thank you for your encouragement.